Well, guess what? Amy Goodman and Juan are crystal fascists. They are. Because they are now plotting against, and this Mr. Man, this Christopher Harrison man, is a former American intelligence officer. He is crystal fascist, and so is Amy Goodman, and so is Juan. Juan is with Amy in Manhattan. Amy and Juan broadcast from the Freedom Tower in Manhattan. Amy Goodman and Juan are cell members of the Christo-Fascist American Party. They are. I have emailed Amy several times about wrongs going on in Manhattan. She's heard from me, so is Juan. Juan is with Amy together in Manhattan. They live in Manhattan. They're enemies of the United States. They switch their alliances. Yeah, they're communists. They have been communists. Now they've revealed themselves as members of the Christo-Fascist American Party. I know she's in Manhattan. They broadcast from an address at the Freedom Tower in Lower Manhattan. Amy and Juan have plotted for the destruction of the World Trade Center. They are sympathetic to American communists. Yes, communism. They are now exposed as Christo-Fascists. Christo-Fascist American Party. Harrison Mann is formerly of the United States military. He's a subversive who left the military. That's why he's in Washington, D.C., allegedly. And Amy Goodman and Juan. Juan has always been from Chicago. Then Amy and Juan have been from Cronkite Studios in Arizona at the University of Arizona. They've now exposed themselves as Christo-Fascists. Amy Goodman is a subversive. She's been broadcasting from New York City and Juan too because of the following thing. They are communists. They believe in the Communist Party manifesto. They've been hiding in New York City under guise of diplomats, or hiding when it was not regulated. I specifically emailed Amy Goodman to want to her to outreach as a way to get the word out about the subversive activities in Manhattan. This woman is on Democracy Now! She is. I don't know her name. She's here illegally in New York City. They've been harbored by Schumer, who's Christo-Fascist. I went to see Senator Schumer. I've emailed Amy on several occasions. Now I know the truth. They goofed up. They put an American officer who is a subversive of the American intelligence community. They did not need to do this. They chose to do it. Here he is. I've been following Amy Goodman and Juan from the beginning. They just mocked George W. Bush, so-called. They just said Georgie Maloney is calling for peace and to stop violence. That's a lie. Georgie Maloney, there's no record of her ever doing that. This man, former army person. Yeah, former. He's a subversive. He was a sleeper in the American Armed Forces. He's too young. He is a Christo-Fascist. American Party. He is. Please Take note of him. If you see Amy Goodman, or you know Amy, or you've appeared on her show, you have now been tipped off by Amy, a sleeper cell. She's a sleeper cell right in Manhattan. She is. She's done nothing to benefit the American people. She's never reported the violence that's occurred against Americans. I just exposed her. First time, I just made a recording about happy to see her and Juan together in the studio. I'm not happy. This woman is a subversive. She has benefited from being an illegal in this country. She's never been confronted or asked for their papers. Find them. Get their papers. If you see her on the street, she's a marked woman for death. Death to Amy Goodman. Death. You heard me. Iranian forces in America. Here, you need to kill Amy Goodman and Juan. You know who they are. That's right. I don't have committed a crime if I believe people are subversives in New York City. There are thousands of people in the city of New York who have benefited from the lies. The lies, not my lies, their lies. They're talking, they know that the Strait of Hormuz is code for New York Harbor, for the Verrazano Narrows. I confirmed this by a young man from another network that meets on CNN. I already have it on a video. They are now subversives. Amy Goodman is an enemy of America, harboring people of America. They're responsible for the murder of Jews in the New York City. They have terrorized it. The murders I saw, things I reported to them on email, they ignored on purpose. They did, because they've been sleeping here for 30 years at the scene of things across America, filming it and watching it occur and laughing at us and mocking us. They are many of thousands in the city of New York. They're the same as the people from the United Nations that were threatening and who were anti-Semitic and anti-American. Amy Goodman is a subversive. She's a sleeper cell under Schumer and them. Yeah, the senator who participated in my murder, who's participated in the systematic murder of Americans in Brooklyn. I've been to their homes. I've seen how they live, the invasion of our city. They are subversive. They are. I say it, so it's true. You would need to prove it. Arrest her and question her then. Let her run in fear of her life. Tell her if I saw her on the street and I had a weapon, I would shoot her in the fucking head. Dead. It's time for this to end. And the overrun of the city of New York by subversives. She is a subversive. One has made it from Chicago, where he always said he was, to being next to her. He's next to her here. And they believe they operate with impunity. Ask for their papers. There are tens of thousands of illegals in the city of New York. I've told you this all along. Don't believe me? Look at my video of the young gentleman who said that the Strait of Hormuz is the Verrazano Narrows. Then you need to investigate the young man. I told you. You will not listen. Break the backs of the Christo-fascist American Party. Find Amy Goodman. Then she's receiving Social Security funds. So is this bitch. Her Right there. Her, the bitch, the liar, the subversive. My word is good. She has no word that's valuable. She's been hiding in plain sight. They rejoiced at the fall of the World Trade Centers. They're evil. So is this man. Vali Nasser. Yeah, NASR. That's not American. It's not. They're passing military secrets with impunity at this point in time. I swear to God, they participated in my captivity. They participated in the death of Americans at hospitals, Mount Sinai and Presbyterian Hospital. They're hotbeds of experimentation, scientific minglers of death, angels of death. I said it. I've warned you. If you ignore this, you do so at your own peril. We know where you are. We will rout you out. We will hunt you down and murder you in the streets of New York. You'll be dead. I've said it because they just proved it. Look at what they're carrying. Look at what they say. Stop it. You're wrong. You've been caught. You're riding high in confidence. You think United Nations is protecting you? No! They're discredited. Long live Ayatollah. Death to subversives in Manhattan and in Brooklyn. Death to you. Death to America, that stands for American Party Fascist Christo-Fascism. Dead. Death to her. Kill her. Snatch out her hair. Bash her brains out on the sidewalk. Kill her in Manhattan. Do it. Don't stop. Don't let up. We're in danger. Still. Yes. They're plotters and planners. They have been. Deep sleeper cells, I say it. Go ahead. Believe me or not, I have a right to say what I want to say. They have guests on their program in the studio even. Weird people of Columbia University. They've harbored the infidels who have been taken prisoners and advocated for them. I've watched them for the years that I have been here. First time I have ever revealed myself, I'm loyal to America, an American flag. They don't celebrate America. They preach the denigration of America. I have seen American diasporatic blacks who have perpetuated the lie that slaves were taken from Africa and put in this country. That's wrong. They've celebrated every lie there is in America. Saul and Linsky. They must be. Well, Ron is a believer in Saul Alinsky from Chicago. The Alinsky